hello, hello, welcome. We are doing a Friday stream. It's been a long time since that happened. I was just like, at the part where I got into the game last night, I was like, you know what, I really, really, really want to keep going. And I've been thinking about the game all day. Like, I feel like we're on the crux of a bunch of mysteries. And since it is like earlier than I usually stream, you'll probably hear my dog barking in the background for a little bit, but don't worry, she's fine. But yeah, let's just hop right into it, because like, I need answers as soon as possible, and I'm gonna get them, so. Chapter 10, 11:41 p.m. Nice. Not that my assignment to stop the execution had ended in such an unsatisfactory way. I decided to go see Lynn at the Justice Minister's office. Detective Jode's story about this other murder weighs heavily on my mind. Should I tell Lynn about it? I just don't know. I mean, I'd be shocked if she didn't already know. You know? Hey girl, what you doing? This time, Lynn isn't dead, but the atmosphere makes me think it might be too soon to count my blessings just yet. Alright, we gotta have a chat. Huh? What did you do? Eek! What kind of greeting is that? I mean, I know I'm a ghost and everything, but... Well, and how did it go? Was Detective Jode still alive? Sergeant Rama, welcome. People just be dying everywhere you go? Yeah, I'm kind of like the Grim Reaper at this point. He'd already been executed by the time I got there. I did manage to save him, but... Oh, you did? Oh, I'm so glad. Wait, did you just say but? I told Lynn about my adventure. About the other murder, though. I couldn't bring myself to tell her. Inspector Cabanella arrested Detective Joyd? Why do I say Joyd? I guess Jode is not a name I know, but Joyd is. I can't believe it. Yeah, I feel the same way. I can't believe that wherever I go, somebody is always dead. Either you or somewhere else. Sorry about that. So who was that lying on the floor? Oh, you noticed him, did you? That's the Justice Minister. The guy who signed the order to carry out Detective Joyd's... He was already dead when I got here. Shouldn't you have called for help in that case? I guess so, but I wanted, remember, for murder? I was hoping we could save him without me getting caught. Oh boy. She is a very hopeful girl. Oh, by the way, today I watched... I was like drawing a lot today, so me and a friend were like watching a bunch of videos together. And I watched a food fight documentary, which was really funny. Like, if you don't know what food fight is, it's that really weird animation that happened like years ago. I had never heard of it, and then a whole bunch of people made me watch it, and I was like, oh, this food fight. So we watched it together, and you know, it was basically like a behind the scenes and like how it was made. It was only like an hour long, and that was really good. The project was like, the guy directing it didn't know what a storyboard was, so he was trying to like tell the animators what to do without hiring a storyboard artist or having a storyboard, so that a whole bunch of scenes kept on being remade over and over and over and over again, and it took like years for the movie to be done. And he kept on like moving people around from like position to position, even if they hadn't like studied that, you know? It was really funny. Hey, can you hear me? He's dead, but he still seems to be unconscious. Could you rescue him now while he's still unconscious? Instead of talking to him, I bet it'll be faster to just see for yourself what really happened. Yeah, I bet you're right. Back we go then to 4 minutes before death. But yeah, the food fight documentary was really funny. We also watched the Amazing Digital Circus's new episode, which came out today, because they initially had the pilot on YouTube, and then a little bit ago they made that the official first episode, and then they released episode 2 today, and it was really good. I really liked it. Oh, excuse me. What? Alright. I'll do as you say. Oh boy. This is terrible. Who does he call? Is he gonna call his wife again? Why doesn't she answer? Yeah, you try to call his wife. Oh. I don't know if I should laugh. I feel like he's gonna like hurt himself from like moving around like that, freaking out. Yeah. Yeah. Amazing work, man. So basically everything terrible that could have happened happened. And then he died. That's wild. But yeah, the Amazing Digital Circus episode 2 was really good. And if you don't know what that is, it's like a YouTube, it's like an indie studio animation that's on YouTube. And it's about these people that are trapped in this digital world. And it's like a circus, the aesthetic. And there's like a lot of existential dread. And like in the second episode, they had like one of the NPCs be like, "Wait, I'm not like one of you. I'm not a person like you. What's the point?" Like he finds out that he's just an NPC. It was kind of crazy. Such a foolish man. Oh, you woke up? He's a contradiction. Contradiction? The more we search for the truth, the further into a dilemma we fall. The world of men is steeped in contradictions. If we choose this, we can't have that. If a man tries to have his medicine bottle and water pitcher too, he loses both. I don't know. To me, it looks like you could have had both of those things just now. He didn't know the truth about the world. That's why he died. Such a foolish man. Or maybe I should say a pathetic man. That's a more fitting word. I don't think this guy gets it yet. That the foolish and pathetic man is him. Is that why they call it a contradiction? By the way, what's your name? Just call me the Seeker of Truth. Sidestepped that one, didn't he? Okay. Okay. If we can make her answer. Emma? Oh, excuse me. He's in cahoots with the blue people? I'm surprised. Forgive me for calling so late, Mr. Minister. Who is this? How did you get this number? We have your daughter. Oh. Who is this? Amelie's tutor? Would a tutor call you at this hour? No. I'll say it one more time. We have your daughter. Never mind, he's not in cahoots. My daughter? Is she alright? Tell me she's alright. Hear for yourself. Papa, help! I'm gonna be killed. What do you want? What are your demands? I believe we already made our demand known the other day. Oh, so it was you. And have you complied? Has the execution been carried out? I didn't do it because of your demand. I did it because that's my job. Yes. Yes, of course. They should be contacting me any minute now with the confirmation. There's no need for this kidnapping. We're very thorough. You do well to remember that. Ugh. And of course it goes without saying. We're watching you. If this information leaves that room, you'll never see your daughter again. I trust you understand that. Don't tell the police, is that it? Exactly. All you have to do is your job. Alright, I'll do as you say. I'll make sure the execution is carried out tonight. You have my word. Okay. Alright. I say we go. I doubt we'll get any useful information, but we'll just see. We'll just see if we're given anything. Oh boy. Alright. Apparently the police in this country aren't so easily fooled. I had no idea word of tonight's deal had leaked. Papa, help! I'm gonna be killed! I hate you, Mama. Luckily, I managed to arrange it so that the Justice Minister could hear her voice. But what's taking the goods so long to arrive? I'm starting to get concerned. Okay, so she's not actually kidnapped. I'm... Bro's projecting his, marriage life on all women. Uh-oh, this woman doesn't show any signs of moving from the spot, and I can't use the telephone line. Looks like I fell into a trap. Okay. Bro's weird. We'll just let the time go. We'll see if she moves. Probably not. Probably not. We'll go back. Okay, so now we know does not actually have. Right. Fuck. Okay, so what we'll do is like we'll stay and then we'll see who she calls the second time and if we can go through even though no one answered. I mean, I think he tried to call his wife, but... Okay, yeah, we saw all this, so I'm just gonna skip through. Blah, blah, blah. I kinda wish there was like a fast forward button. Like for stuff that you'd already seen. Yes, yes, yes. It would be cool if we could get into that room and mess up the recording before. Like before it happens. Alright, let's stay here. Okay. Kidnapping, huh? Once again, I'm not sure I know what that word means, but apparently the cause of the minister's attack. Such a useless man. A useless man caught up in a useless case. Why doesn't he understand that? Anyway, we only have 4 minutes. I better do something about that medicine. So this medicine stopped the minister's attacks, right? If I could, I'd spill them onto his desk right now, but unfortunately I can't even open the bottle. What a shabby excuse for a man. He wears his important looking uniform and sits working at his stately desk. But what does he have inside? Nothing. A miserable, shabby excuse for a man. I think you've already said quite enough. Okay. It's no use, the line isn't working. Yeah, the other party has to answer. I have to call my wife. I have to see if it's true. Maybe they called the wrong person. This minister doesn't accept the truth easily. He's morally bankrupt. Okay, now you're taking it too far. His wife won't answer. A wife who doesn't answer her phone. I think I know who that is. A morally bankrupt man deserves a morally bankrupt wife. Why doesn't that man understand that? No, I'm sorry I ever brought this guy along. Sergeant Rama, Sissel sure doesn't know a lot of words. He's trying his best. If only he could have at least drank some of this water. Too bad he knocks his pitcher onto the floor at the end of his 4 minutes. Such a stupid man. Once the water is spilled, there's no getting it back. And knowing this full well, why do people still spill water pitchers? I don't know. Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Alright, we'll see. Oh boy, here he goes. Why can't I just, like, nudge it? We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna get thrown in a second. My God, he's like really working himself up. Oh, here it comes. His worry and anxiety have reached their peak. Such a disgraceful man. If one lives his life in fits, he's bound to be plagued by fits. It's so simple, why doesn't he understand? But there wasn't a chance to rescue him before now. It's not over yet though, I can't give up. Well yeah, throw me. Swing, raise, close. I'm so confused what you would do with this. Okay, let's go. Turn, rock. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay, wait, okay. So what we want, we're gonna see. We're gonna attach that apple to the top of the sword. He's gonna swing the sword, and with the apple on top, he should be able to hit the medicine, but I don't know if that'll, like, if that'll help, you know? Oh, but now we gotta wait. Okay, here he goes, here he goes. World's most convoluted Rube Goldberg machine, pretty much. Ugh. Ow. Okay, so we're gonna raise up. Alright, and then we're gonna go. We're gonna rock. Yes. And then we're gonna swing. What? Oh, no, so close, no cigar. But why would that be? Okay, maybe I'm thinking of it wrong. I'm really surprised that didn't hit it. Let's go that way one more time, and then if I can't figure it out, then I'll follow the water pitcher and see what happens. But I don't think it lands near anything. So here he goes. I feel like opening the bottle cap. If he was gonna die in 3 seconds, I think opening the bottle cap would not have saved him. Oh. I spun it the wrong way. Fuck! Okay, so I don't have to turn it, I just have to spin it. It'll fall on the thing. But then what will happen? Let's go back. One more time. We got this. Piecing it together. I just have to watch this man freak out a bunch more times. Oh yeah, Sergeant Roma, about the food fight doc. It was really funny because they had this lady who worked on it, and like they just let her talk a lot because she experienced like a lot of shit. Like they basically, like, she was a texture artist, right, for different models and stuff, and they kept on moving her around from position to position the whole time, like animator to like rigging and stuff like that, but she wasn't, like, that's not what she was hired to do. And then one of the times they kept her over the weekend by herself and made her do like secretary work basically because they were like really sexist to her. They like expected her to do that. It was like really, really bad. And like they got mad, like they told her like that she's not dressed appropriately for work because she is covered up all the time. Like it was crazy. Wild. What does this mean? Why can't I put stuff on here? But what? I'm so confused. Okay, we're gonna knock down that thing and see what happens. I don't think the water pitcher is the key to this puzzle. Can you use the other one to knock the pill? That's what I tried. I already put the apple on top of it. It doesn't hit the medicine. So there's like a bigger puzzle with the whole space. So like, look, you see that apple up there? I already put it on top of the sword. It doesn't work. Hold on. We're gonna go fast. Has to be like a simple thing, and I'm just overthinking it. Why can you knock that down? Sergeant Rama, for some reason, I want to think that using the flag might keep the water pitcher on the table. Well, no, because the time, like, look, the time is up by the time he grabs the flag. So unless the timing is crazy, then I don't know. Like, it has to be like on that side of the room. Oh, okay, wait, I have an idea. Okay. I think we have to get the globe near the medicine, right? And we also have to put the apple on top of the thing. So hold on. That's like crazy timing. Okay, hold on. Okay, watch this. So we're gonna go down. We are gonna go across. Oh fuck, I should have turned it. Shit! Frick. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that if we have to get the apple on top of that left sword, right? We have to knock down the thing on top so it falls on the floor. And then the globe, if we knock it down correctly, it'll roll over, right, to near the apple and the medicine. And then I'll be able to whack the globe with the apple and then the globe will whack the medicine. Maybe. I don't know if that makes sense, but we'll see. I just don't know what else, like, where else you would go. But 3 seconds is kind of crazy. They're really rushing me here. If it's as simple as, like, you just have to time the flag with the pitcher, then that'll be really funny. Okay, here he goes. Okay. Are you sure about the flag though? I already tried to wave it. It just waves. And again, like by the time he tries to grab the pitcher, the time is up. I can't move. So I don't think it has to do with the flag. If it is, then that's dumb. I'm gonna go up here. Okay, we're gonna go down. No, come on. I have to knock this down first. Fuck. Man, I feel like I'm onto something. I just don't know how to move the globe over there. Before I get the medicine to him, I think I have to buy some time. I have to buy some time. Like, I already tried waving it. Unless I have to, like, wave it at a certain time. Come on, buddy. How does he not notice this? And I also have to, like... I have to buy him time. What does that mean? Yeah, like it doesn't do anything. I just don't know why else I would be over here. Like, look, if I do this, it's too short. I mean to do that. The timing is wild. And I can't put it on this sword, it's like useless. Yeah, no. Unless, okay, wait. Perhaps, but then I'm just kind of like, why is all that stuff over there? Right? And if I could buy him time, then maybe it's just like a change, like maybe he'll throw the, like maybe when he's reaching it, I have to flap it, but then like, how will I get over there? Because he's gonna throw the medicine. Yeah, he's throwing the medicine. Now he's gonna reach for the water. Okay. Okay, so now he has a little bit of time. Yeah, we're gonna change fate. He's probably gonna drink the water and then maybe he'll throw us over there. So he has a little bit of time. There, that should help. That should help. At least now he has some water. He's apparently breathing. Sardrama, you think something else is gonna kill him? But he looks far from recovered. Such a wishy-washy man. He can't make up his mind whether to live or die. That's how he lives his life. Okay. At least now I bought some time to get him his medicine. Okay. But how am I supposed to get over there? Well, this fell. You know, I know, I can't use it. The minister's fate has changed, but the situation still seems the same. I can't move anywhere. Did I miss something? I think I saw a path just for a second while the minister was drinking the water. Oh. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna... Oh, I gotta go up to the ceiling fan when he's drinking it. Okay. Then yeah, we could do that. And then we have to make our way over and somehow knock the painting to him, and we'll probably have a little bit more time. So this is cool. So in this puzzle, we're actually altering, like, the amount of time we have versus, like, just fate, you know? I don't know how he managed to do that. Okay. Let me out! Okay. Now he's chilling. There, that should help. At least now he's had some water. Okay. Okay. He's relaxing. So now we just gotta go over there somehow. Oh, okay, so we're gonna spin the fan and the piece of paper will probably fly over. Come here! Whee! Nice. Okay. Here we go. Alright, time for the next step. Now about this medicine bottle. If the minister's going to make a full recovery, I have to deliver this to him. But how is a ghost with no hands or feet supposed to do that? I guess I'll just have to use my head. Okay, so now we have like we could restart here as much as we need to. Alright. So... if I were to spin this, it would probably just knock over that. I mean, you know what? We'll just try it. We tried a couple of other things already, so let's just turn it. And knock it over. Okay. And then we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna go like this. I'm gonna spin it. Uh-huh. Oh, I can roll the globe now. Let me think, let me think. I don't think it'll be able to roll up. Which direction does this swing? Yeah, that's not good. You know, we could just roll it. Okay. We'll go across. Oh, I can't roll that other one. Alright, you know what? I have a lot of time. Let me think this over. No, okay, so I want the apple or whatever that is on the knight. Because then this will like tip if the globe goes, you know? So let's go after the fate change again. We're gonna put the apple on top of the... Is it an apple? I don't know what it is. Okay. So we're gonna put the apple on top of the sword. And we should be fine. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. So it's maybe a seesaw? Yes, exactly. So, like, we can't knock the apple off. We have to put it on the sword for it to work. So it'll be like what I suggested before, I think. We need the globe to roll over here. So then that way, you know, it can, like when we swing the apple, it'll actually hit the globe, and then it'll hit the apple, or the medicine. So like that, I think. We'll see. We're gonna knock this down first. Yep. And then we knock this down. Yes! Okay. And then we roll it. Oh, wait. I don't suppose I can knock this down, huh? No. Okay. So instead of doing the apple part first, I have to wait. I have to wait a little bit. So let's try that again. So when I start, I just have to climb up and then knock down the hanger. Okay. Alright, let's go up. And then we're gonna go back. God, turning it is the most confusing part because it's facing to the right and it makes me think it would fly off to the right. Okay. Alright, and then we're gonna roll it. And then we're gonna go back. And we're gonna go back up. And then Hell yeah, okay, and then we just go like this. Woohoo! We did it! Yes! No way it lands so perfectly. That seems like a lot. Uh-oh. I think maybe you took too much. Such a greedy man. He's supposed to take 2 capsules with water. Why doesn't he know that? I'll cut the guy some slack. There, see? I cleared the too much medicine challenge. Oh, that was a lot of work. Well, hopefully this taught him a lesson. Huh? He greatly underestimated his dependence on his medicine. I hope you learned something from this experience. First, know yourself. That is the key to everything. I think you need to listen to your own advice. Anyway, let's go back to the world of the present. Ow, he just needs his stomach pumped? Yeah, no, he just gave himself an overdose. And so the Justice Minister is now back to life, but the furrows on his brow are even deeper now. And apparently Our Lady Detective is the present cause of those furrows. Look, Detective, he was sentenced after a fair trial, and the man himself wants to be executed. But there was no evidence. All they had was his own confession. But it was no ordinary confession. It was the confession of an esteemed detective. Stay back. I told you I don't want anyone coming near me. Mr. Minister, please listen to me. I might be able to gather new evidence on that case tonight. What? So please, please, just give me a little bit more time. I just got a call from the prison. Your death row convict apparently just escaped. Unfortunately, after all this time, it seems he now wants to dodge his punishment. But when he's apprehended, his sentence will be carried out. Tonight. No. But when the sentence was handed down, you were against enforcing the death penalty. So why did you sign the order all of a sudden? Well, I was simply performing my duty as Justice Minister. That's all there is to it. Oh boy. Yeah. How do I get over there? Just hit her in the face. Whoopah! Sizzle, there you are. It sounds like the minister is being very stubborn. That's right, he is. Maybe we shouldn't have saved him after all. The minister has to have the execution carried out tonight. Wait, how does she remember that we saved her? And he has a very good reason for it. A good reason? Kidnapping. They kidnapped the Justice Minister's daughter? Apparently. Oh my goodness. You saw it was fake. But still, there's still no reason to hurry forward with the execution. Why don't you go ahead and say that to the Justice Minister then? Oh, the poor man. I hate to do that to him. Oh, by the way. Do you think you could carry me? Oh, right, sure. Not very handy, is it, having no legs? Stop, he's gonna think we're gonna kill him. What are you going to do with that globe? Crack me on the head with it? Oh, this? Pay no attention. It's kinda hard to not to pay attention. By the way, and please pardon me if this is a silly question, were you talking to somebody just now? But of course not, right? I mean, there's no such thing as ghosts, right? Are you talking about me? No, there's no such thing. This is a dream. It's nothing but a dream. Don't you remember me? My dream is talking to me. Oh, so now I'm a dream, huh? Mr. Minister, we know about your daughter. She was kidnapped, wasn't she? And if the execution doesn't take place tonight, You won't see her again. Not again. Your medicine. Not again. Oh, what am I going to do? The death row prisoner has escaped. If he isn't executed tonight, my daughter, my Amelie. But what if that execution isn't the right thing to do? Oh. Come on, Lynn. If you keep pressing him like that, he's just gonna die again. What can I do then? We meet again, Mr. Minister. Well, I've never seen you before. In any case, I'm a very busy man. If you're a dream, please don't bother me when I'm awake. I'm not a dream. Looks like it's just a waste of time trying to talk to this guy. I think you're right. Stubborn Justice Minister. Please stop speaking ill of me inside my own head. Well, why don't we go to the spot? BRB. Check it out. She was waiting for someone, but they were late, so. I really should pay the kidnapper's hideout a visit. After all, if we want the Justice Minister to come around, we have to solve his problem first. I feel like I'm slowly moving away from my own mystery, but I'm not the kind of guy who can abandon a little lady in trouble. So I guess I'm in for a little while longer. I'm gonna be very sad if Sizzle actually dies at the end. We're like at midnight. We're past midnight now though. So we have until dawn basically. The Justice Minister's daughter has been abducted. The kidnappers demand the execution of the death row prisoner Jode to be carried out tonight. Lynn says the execution is a mistake, and I believe her, and so I'm paying the kidnapper's hideout a visit to see what I can find out about the abduction. So that's why, like, so the reason that they're able to justify Sizzle not being like, oh, it was a recording, is because he doesn't know what anything means. Like, they thought about that when writing the lore and the rules of what he's going through. So they intentionally made it so he doesn't know what a lot of stuff is and he doesn't remember. So like, though it is it's kind of weird because like other people know when they die, like they remember things like basic stuff that he doesn't know. So that's kind of interesting. I wonder why that is. Your instinct was right, Beauty, my dear. They had that restaurant surrounded. It took me forever to shake them, and now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap. Next time, maybe you should make it into a tricycle so you don't hurt yourself. Oh, that hurts, Beauty. But that's okay. That's what I love about you. What's in the box? Be a little more gentle with our valuable hostage, please. Ah, yes. Always keep a smile on a lady's face, right, my dear? There. See that, Beauty? Now there's a smile blooming to your face. On your face too, my dear. Yes, a wry smile. Who's in the box? I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty. Alright, I'll dream of you until you return. Why don't you open the trunk for our guest? I will, Beauty. I was just taking a little breather. Oh, this is that room where she got arrowed? Is it the same one? Because it was marked as different. I think it just has the same contraptions in them. Alright, little lady, let me open that trunk for you. Bruh. Looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped, and something else is bothering me too. I don't think I've ever been in this room before, but something about it is giving me a strange sense of deja vu. I've seen something like this before. Yep. We've been there, done that. Where's that going? Let's give it a swing. Whee! Cute. Let's spin a little faster. Then... Okay, now we're going back. Interesting. No one's dead yet. Do I also want to set this on fire? Am I setting everything on fire? Come on, burn! Burn! Okay, we're over here now. Oh boy. Darn. I can't reach my destination from here. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Let's try this. The shelf is suspended by very thin cords. They look like they're about to break. I bet it'd be quite a spectacle if it fell. If something can break, it kind of makes me want to break it. What? This is one of those things you light with fire. As long as there's a light in the room, it's something like this is really necessary. But if something can be lit, it makes me want to light it. I need another core to reach the trunk and open it. I wonder if I could create a new core? What? Well, how am I supposed to... The fire's like over here. Did I mess up? Like, can I start over? I feel like I can't. Let me down! No. Let me make sure none of this says anything. Okay, no. Ah! Okay, now we're over here. Party popper fire. Oh. Just my imagination. Sure. Okay. What does this do? Oh, it's a cake box. Fire! Okay. Can I spin this? Okay, so we're trying to get the... We're trying to move the fire. Okay. Okay. I think I understand. So we're gonna go... We're gonna go back over here. Oh wait, okay, so we have to make the... We have to make the fan spin faster first, right? So we're gonna spin. Then we're gonna go back. And then that little part is gonna... Yes. Yes. Okay. And then we're gonna go back. And we're gonna raise the thingy-mabob. And then that will eventually light the candle. We're gonna light up the streamer here. Alright, ready? Nice. And then that's gonna burn. And that's gonna fall. Oh, we slayed. That was really good. That was a good puzzle. So now that's a little bit closer. Oof. Oh, they got the wrong girl. What in the... What's going on here? This little lady is... Is this little lady really a daughter of the Justice Minister? No, they got the wrong one. Just my imagination. Help. What's with the fun book and juice? Like I said, always keep a smile on the lady's face. I wanted to treat our guest well. How about treating me well? I'd like some bread and milk, please. Oh boy. At your service, my dear. Be back in a flash. Hey, mister. Yes, cute little lady. More juice, perhaps. All you have to do is ask. Have I been kidnapped? Don't cry, little dear. There's nothing to be afraid of. The surroundings are miserable and filthy, I know, but we just ask for a little patience. Don't say those awful things about this house. Huh? This house is where I used to live. Huh? I apologize, little lady. I'm the one who's miserable and filthy. Forgive me. What's the meaning of this, beauty? Why here at this girl's old house? Don't ask me. It was the other party in our deal who chose this location. I see. It's been empty for 5 years, and apparently nobody ever comes here. But never mind that. What about my bread and milk? Of course, of course. Now you be a good girl while I'm gone. Freak! Weirdo! You just read your book and drink your juice. I want to go home. Not quite yet. This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house. What's going on here? What in the world? Why does the little lady have a core of the dead? When I helped her out at Lynn's apartment, she didn't have one. Does that mean she must have died sometime after that? And it also means somebody else must have saved her. Oh? I better ask her what happened. Who's there? Oh, wait a minute. Is that you, Missile? Missile? I'm sorry, I'm not Missile. My name's Cecil. My name is Camilla. Camilla, so it is her. I knew it. What happened to me? What is this place? I can hardly tell the poor little thing that this is the land of the dead. Land of the dead? Does that mean I'm dead? Darn, I forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world. You relax. You're not dead. But this isn't the first time you've been here, apparently. Really? I don't remember. Wait a minute. Maybe I do remember, sort of. You do? Looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. So there's some other dead person out there with special powers? I mean, what about our lamp guy? It's probably our lamp guy, right? Anyway, I don't want to press her that if she doesn't remember dying. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Sure, go ahead, sissy. That's a good nickname. Let's ask about her first. So this is your old house? Yep, this is where we lived until 5 years ago. But now I live with Lynn and Missile. Lynn is like a big sister to you, isn't she? Yep, she's a detective, you know. She's a hero. She is, huh? By the way, about your father. Is he the Justice Minister? My father is gone. Gone? Maybe he passed away? No, that's not it. My dad. He's going to die, and it's all because of me. What? What do you mean because of me? Oh my god, is she Detective Jode's daughter? Why would you say that? It's called an execution. My dad is a detective. So she's the one. Cause they said in the newspapers before that she had a family member, or that the detective had a family member that they asked questions about. And then that family member is the one that, like, got him arrested or some shit. No way, don't tell me your father is Detective Jode. That's right. What in the world? 5 years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream, but it wasn't a dream. 5 years ago. That murder case. The plot thickens. Lynn asked me to do something for her tonight. I know about that part. She asked you to go to the chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? Yep, but I never got there. Now I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. I never should have gone through the park. What park? Temsick Park. It's a shortcut to Dead End Drive. Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you? Yeah, Lynn always said, I don't like that park. Scary things happen there. Temsick Park, huh? What am I gonna do? Lynn's gonna be mad. She is? How come? Because I left it there. The music box. It's in the park. That's right. Okay. We'll go back to that. It was Mom's birthday that day. My mom and dad were working and I was home by myself. And then I had an idea. I was going to surprise my mom. I set up that contraption. He's taking the fall for his daughter. Why is it dark? She killed her mom? That's unfortunate. She killed her mom. How did she manage to do that? How did you manage to do that? That's crazy. I still can't believe it. It wasn't supposed to work like that. I know that contraption, and I know how it's supposed to work. Party poppers and a cake. A birthday surprise. How did you manage to fuck it up that bad? That's crazy. My dad told me not to tell anyone. Just leave it to me, he said. My dad wanted to be executed. He asked them for it, but I wanted to tell everyone it was my fault. My dad said that what I saw was a bad dream. He told me to forget it. Wow, that's unbelievably tragic, yeah. Yikes. The music box was hidden in the apartment. I finally found it with a little bit of luck and courage. Guess where it was? I don't know where. You know? You don't have to humor me. Oops. So what happened to the music box? I hid it in the bushes at the park just before it happened. Just before? Oh, before you were kidnapped? I don't want the bad man to take it, so I hid it. I bet it's still there in the park. You did well. Sergeant Rama, leave the kid with no parents. Great idea. Yeah, like, what? Oh my god. And you just know, like, forensics would know that it was the gun. Why was that gun on the wall? Why did it have bullets in it? So the music box is in the park. I'd better let Lynn know. I can't believe it. This little lady is Detective Jode's daughter. I just can't tell her. I can't tell her why she was kidnapped. Why was I kidnapped? I want to know. Oh, there are no secrets. Maybe we better stop talking. It's too dangerous. Sissy. What was that machine supposed to do? Oh, okay. So you remember earlier when I did that puzzle? I like flipped it and then it made a cake pop out. It was supposed to like make the cake pop out, but she fucked up. She did it the wrong way. You're not gonna talk to me anymore? I think we better get you out of here first. We could talk more after that. Okay, but I'm going to rescue you now. So just hold on a little longer, alright? Okay, but we'll talk later, right? Don't forget, you promised, sissy. What took you so long? I traveled the entire town in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear, but it's late and all the shops are closed. We're leaving this place right now. What? But he's not here yet. If we couldn't meet at the restaurant, were we supposed to meet here? Yes, and he's the one who chose this location. I don't like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work all for the sake of his deal. Be quiet. It can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you my sixth sense is very strong. Alright, as you wish, beauty. I feel it. I feel something here in this room. Is it another ladybug? Is somebody there? Can you hear me? Is she talking to me? I can sense your presence, you know. The next time I sense you, this child will die. Remember that. Oh boy. Alright, we're leaving. Pardon me, my little lady. Oh, man. She probably means serious business. All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone. Alone in the room that stole the little lady's smile away 5 years ago. The little lady is gone now, leaving me with only a few new facts. A few very heavy, very sad facts. Does Lynn know about all this? Well, we gotta go fucking tell her. One other thing stands out in my mind. I can sense your presence. Some of that kidnapper's final words. Do those two know? Did the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead? Okay, okay. $12.25. It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Joe's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. I told Lynn what I found out about the kidnapping, that it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted. That the kidnappers had been holed up in Camilla's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. But Camilla? Why do they have Camilla? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister. I think the stupid old part was a little uncalled for. Looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. The poor girl. Kidnapped for a ransom for her own father's execution. It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists, too. Like the kidnappers winding up in and using Camilla's old house as their hideout. There's no way it would just be a coincidence. And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. I just don't understand any of it. I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back. Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister, it wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying. How can I believe you? I'm a realist. Please. If you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and... I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer. She won't? It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing? But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal? It doesn't prove it. And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make if it's not my daughter? That's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. Oh boy. Miss me, baby? Inspector Cabanella. Fuck it up. Hell yeah. I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is. Damn. Oh god, now everyone's meeting up. Holy shit. Detective Jode, I'm so sorry. I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry. Lynn, please don't apologize to me. Ah, the beautiful love between a teacher and student. It brings a tear to my eye. Oh boy. God, I've been in like all these people's heads. Come here. No, I wanna go down. Yeah. Well, I mean, while they do all that. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanella, that the execution was tonight? I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know me, you know as well as I do. Detective Jode would never do such a thing. Oh, come on now, baby, I know no such thing. Huh? I know 2 things can be true and 2 things only. 1, he was given the death penalty, and 2, he tried to escape. What else can I do but haul him in, baby? If that's the case, why did you bring him here? Solshin, hello, Solshin, welcome. We just discovered that Camilla is the daughter of Jode. So the plot's getting much thicker. Whatever do you mean, young lady? He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons. So were all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving your friend? Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. Sejirama, by the time this game is over, the plot will be as thick as concrete. I believe it. I feel like we've discovered a lot, but I feel like we haven't really like we're not at the big thing, you know? You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, Lynn. But Detective Jode, I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be. But everyone just relax, okay? We're gonna go to Lady Red's apartment. I'll be right back, bruh. Hello? What's going on? Camilla is the one who was kidnapped, but this little girl's bed is empty too. Where could she have gone? While her husband and daughter's situation changes from hour to hour, only the lady's outpouring of words of love continues on without change. I have to admit I admire her dedication, but I'm worried about her daughter. I'll stop by again later to see what's happening. Huh. Okay. Well, nothing going on there. She doesn't seem worried, so I feel like it's fine. So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping. Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's their demand? The carrying out of your execution. Tonight. Ha! I had no idea I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple. It's not that simple. Why not? Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla. What? Camilla? I checked it out for myself. I'm positive. No, it cannot be. And by the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself. What? What are you talking about? Don't listen to him. I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer anymore after tonight. For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours. Damn. Is that the same park where the music box is hidden? I don't know if I've been to Temmick Park or whatever it's called. Excuse me. Isn't it true what Camilla said? Why don't you tell us what you know? It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I'd convinced everyone of, even me. But tonight you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before. The powers of the dead. That day in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries. Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers. Yeah, she knows. The kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about those powers. This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was. Detective Jode, there's still time before dawn. A little anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die? To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work and she went in first. That's literally like some insane Danganronpa-ass death that she experienced. I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla, just the two of them. So the little lady's mother died right in front of her. Oh my, that's so horrible. Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. Made an impossible move. Impossible move. Camilla was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about that contraption. The first, of course, was the firing of that gun. Right, that was an antique gun I'd had on display for years. So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design. Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday. And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid. Cupid? It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around. Yeah. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it. What? There was ghosts back then? I don't know what to say. I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was that I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in. What did you do? The gun. The gun, huh? There was no gun there. Just a picture hanging on the wall. Of course not. I needed it because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. Right. That makes sense. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption, but one thing was for certain. The gun was still smoking. So that gun really did shoot Alma. I hid the gun before I went to the police. You hid it? I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective. Well, you mean... And that detective still thinks it's a music box. So that's what was in the box. I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police, my own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into the details. When it was all done, I turned myself in. Wow. Detective Jode, is that what you told us just now the truth? Yes, of course. In that case, there's still time. Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. Poor wife? Yeah, no, so should I agree. Sajrama and the ballistics didn't match and they thought it was fine. That's what I'm saying, is like, from the angle that the gun was shot and how it would have killed her, like, they would have known that that's weird. But they had no other lead. You didn't do it, Detective Jode. And of course, little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator is still out there, and I'm gonna prove it. For Camilla's sake. How are you gonna prove ghosts? That sounds wonderful. Thank you, Detective Jode. Lynn, where is that music box now? In Temsic Park. Camilla left it there. That gun is important evidence. You better go pick it up. Yes, sir. I'll go right now. Sissel, take care of Detective Jode. And do something about the kidnapping so we could get the minister on our side. And yet again, I say, easy enough for you to say. What's going on? Deal with me. Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate. A little change in plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't go off to die without doing something. But you're in our custody, don't forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you with a special seat just for you, baby. Then I guess we better prove my innocence on the double. On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend. I want to save Camilla. In more ways than one. And that's all there is to it. I see, my old friend, in more ways than one. What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight as planned, or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in? The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement. Man, you suck. As you wish, Your Excellency. Please don't bow to me, and especially not that low. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind? Yes, sir. Now him with the chair. The van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate? Okay. I'm gonna yell at this guy. Excuse me, Mr. Minister? I can't hear you, la la la. I'm sure you've heard everything we've been saying. Are you telling me you don't believe any of it? Let me speak plainly. I don't trust you. But there's somebody else whom I trust even less. Oh yeah, who's that? Me. I can't explain your existence. It's not normal, but I'm pretty abnormal myself. So maybe you're a figment of my imagination. A delusion. Would you listen to a delusion? To be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about. I got the bit about you not trusting me, though. Good. Let's go to Lady Rez's apartment. Let's see if the situation changed. Just as I thought. This little girl is safe in her bed. Oh boy. Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. This last link in the long chain of a sad fate lit a fire in Jode's heart, and the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight has related back to me in some way, and I bet this mistaken written abduction does too. Alright! Cabanella Tall and Lovely. That's a funny name. Oh god, let me stretch. I will have a 2-minute break. I will be right back. Intermission time! Hello, hello. I'm back. Let us continue. I visited the novelist's apartment again. I'm hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. As long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughter who was kidnapped, I doubt the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight. Poor girl, she's always sick. The key to dispelling the minister's doubts is now in bed, coughing, and I need to use this key before that prison van arrives to pick up our death row inmate. I like how her hair is in the shape of a flower. My darling angel. Oh, just listen to that cough. You naughty thing. Did you leave your nice warm bed to go out into the night to play? A daughter after my own heart, but I must confess I didn't even notice you were gone. That's terrible. I didn't go out to play. I just went to buy Papa a birthday present. He said he wanted a new lighter. But that's no reason to go out this late at night. But my fever finally went down. I could barely move before that. But look what it brought you. Your fever is worse now than ever. Here is to the feverish passion of my darling angel. Mama? Yes, darling? Let's call Papa and wish him a happy birthday, even though it's already past midnight. Not tonight, Amelie. I hate you! Looks like this is the little girl was safe all along. I already knew that, but I'm still relieved all the same. And there's another lucky development too. Amelie wants to call her father. Now if I could just make use of that feeling somehow. Okay. The phone. Uh-oh. Amelie, I told you you could not call him tonight. Why not? Listen to me, Amelie. Your father is about to make a big mistake. I wanted to reconsider. What do you know about him, Mama? He's the one who's the justice minister, you know. All you do is write weird novels. Uh-oh. Oh. What do you mean weird? How dare you disparage my romantic expressions? Now you've really made me angry. You really have. How do you expect me to forgive such an insult? Damn. I hate you. Oh boy. There. I'll be keeping my eye on you now, so you won't do anything else mischievous. Like calling your father. I hate you. I can hear you, you know. I think that's the point. Okay. I'm just gonna... We're just gonna press a bunch of shit. Oh, there's a rat. Interesting. Let's get the rat out here. Oh no, not the poor rat! Oh no. Whee! Well, having a good time, are we, little rodent? Uh-oh. Oh no! Sweet dreams! Did you fancy the vintage My Whiskered Friend? She's crazy. I kinda love her. That poor rat. I like that she didn't scream though, like she was ready to throw down. Oof. Why am I abusing this poor thing? Oh heavens, a blackout at a critical time like this. Of course, dim lights suit my story of love very well, but I myself am not very fond of the dark. This chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. I love the thrill of romance, but I don't need these kinds of thrills, thank you. Oh boy. Not her putting it in the drink. At this point, I think the wine is just for show. Ah, what a wonderful atmosphere. Perfect for the clandestine meeting in a dusky twilight. Oh boy. We're just gonna... I don't exactly know what the situation came about, but I think I owe the rat an apology. The rat seems to be unconscious. But now that the room has changed into this, maybe I could use it somehow. Sergeant Rama, what if, hear me out, you kill her? Why would I do that? Oof. What a naughty chandelier. Chandelier! I know it's pronounced chandelier, but I feel like she would call it a chandelier. Oh! Such insolence. Am I trying to knock her out? Oh. I don't think I could kill her. Yeah, no, I don't think I can. That's twice she managed to dodge like that. Who knew she was a dodging champion? I'm starting to get annoyed. Yeah, okay, and I can't do any tricks while she's walking like this. Oh, I got her! Amelie, Amelie, help me! Mama? I'm sorry, Mama. I'm too dizzy. I can't get up. I'm afraid I can't help you right now. Here is to the weakness of my darling angel. That chandelier is on there tighter than her wedding band. She won't be able to escape on her own. Help! What is going on? Amelie, look, do you see this? Help me, please! Sorry, I'm too sick. I can't get out of bed. My head is spinning. So I guess you'll just have to stay up there spinning too. Do I want to burn her? I guess. Oh. Oh my god, not again. This is so sad. Nice. Mama? What in the world is going on? I'll help her down. Oh, goody. Excuse me a minute while I call Papa, okay, Mama? I'll only be a minute. So I can't be too strict on kids. They're just gonna do it behind your back. Don't you dare, Amelie. I won't have it. Hello, Papa? Amelie, is that you? Of course it is, silly. What do you think? But I heard they said you were... No, never mind. It's nothing. Silly old Papa. Happy birthday. Birthday? Oh right, it was my birthday. I'm sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks to mean old Mama. Oh, your mean old Mama. I mean your mother. What is she up to right now? Oh, she's certainly up all right. My stubborn mother is kind of tied up at the moment. Get me down. She needs to be taught a lesson for causing us so much trouble. No, Amelie. I'm the one who was wrong. Huh? Could you tell your mother I'm sorry? What do you have to be sorry about? I was just about to make a terrible mistake, but it's alright now. Oh, okay. You're still young. There's a lot I can't tell you right now. Aww. Look at this little happy sprite. That's so cute. The job of Justice Minister is very complicated, you see. Okay. But just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize. I don't think I did anything, but okay, I'll apologize. That's a good girl. Okay, Papa, have a good night. I love you. I love you too, Amelie. Good night, sweetheart. Aw. Good for him. Mama? I'm sorry. My goodness, why the sudden change? I guess I was wrong about you. I just didn't understand. Oh, Amelie. I thought all you ever did was write these weird novels. That makes me a little sad. Papa said the job of a justice minister was complicated. Yes, your father's job is very, very complicated and difficult. That's why I couldn't talk to you about most of it. But you're right. I shouldn't treat you like such a little girl anymore. You're growing up after all. And I promise to stop calling your novels weird and try to actually read them. What? Maybe you better wait until you're a little older. Yeah, girl, you don't want to go on the fanfic tag. Rated M. So, Amelie, if you're feeling a little bit more charitable towards your old mama, do you think you could let me down? Oh, you know, I would love to, but I'm just feeling too dizzy and sick right now. Tonight, on this holiest of nights, my deadline. It looks like the only thing pressing on me will be the chandelier. Here's to Papa and Mama's darling little angel. Damn. All of a sudden, everybody is getting along again. It's such an abrupt change, I can't understand it. Is that what family is all about? In any case, the situation has changed dramatically now. I just hope the mysteries of me can be cleared up so quickly as the furrows at the as quickly as the furrows on the minister's brow. I don't know where Camilla is, but at least now the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I think I'll go back to his office where everybody is waiting for the prison van. Yay! The minister's family now has their smiles and harmony back, but Camilla is still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Surprisingly, the minister's brow is still just as furrowed as ever. Quite unlike a father who has just learned his daughter is safe, he seems to still be in the depths of despair. The atmosphere in this room is very different now. It seems to have a heavy air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something big is gonna happen. I just found out that my daughter is safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's sake and for mine. No need to thank us, Mr. Minister. It was nothing. What did he do? But one question. I can't help but notice your daughter is safe. And yet you still look unhappy. How about a little smile for us? Ugh. Of course there is still the matter of the other kidnapped victim. But is that really the only thing that troubles you? Please let me think in peace until the prison van arrives. Hello, Justice Minister. How about you finally admit I do exist? That thank you I expressed. That was meant for you. You're a ghost, aren't you? And you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you? No, I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you. We've actually known, you know, for quite a while now. But I had no idea that they were the powers of the dead. Of ghosts. No? Know about what? We knew about the existence of somebody who could control others. A manipulator. What's this? That's why your execution order amused me. Your execution order caused me so much anguish, Detective Jode. Mr. Minister, why don't you just tell us everything you know? Yes, I suppose I should. You need to hear it all. All about the huge mistake this foolish man made. Yeah, let me take a quick drink. There's so much I have to read. There are some cases in this country right now that are under the top secret investigation. Of course, you wouldn't have known about them, Detective Jode. Right, they don't share too much top secret information with the inmates in prison. There are 3 prisoners, including you, in the special prison you just escaped from. All 3 cases have certain points in common. They do. Tell us more. The rock singer who linked national secrets in his lyrics during the TV broadcast. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner hostage at the Metro Police Department. Neither of these men had a motive for their crime, and both of their crimes were impossible. The curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office, and the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secret he leaked. The Special Investigation Unit submitted an investigation report to me on them. They concluded that these men's criminal acts were none of their own volition. How could that be? The theory the unit came up with was the existence of a manipulator. A manipulator, huh? That's when the special prison was established as a facility to research the theory. Okay. Some unknown power has been at work. These past several years, Inspector Cabanela has been studying these cases. Has he? Manipulating somebody into committing a criminal act, according to the inspector. This is just like Persona 5. The first case of its kind was a locked room murder involving our nation's best detective. Are you trying to say I was manipulated somehow into shooting Alma? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately I don't recall being controlled by anyone. It's just not possible to manipulate another's behavior like that. My powers certainly don't work on living creatures. That's what I thought when I first heard the theory too. However, I was seriously mistaken, and it proved to be a big mistake. What? What was your mistake? I suppose everybody here has a right to know. Alright, fine. I'll speak out loud so that Inspector Cabanela can hear this too. I'm very curious, like what the fuck? There's something I'd like the 2 of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. Inspector Cabanela, when you first made that report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I did not believe it at all. Impossible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of that firsthand. What? A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Jode's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. Oh? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister. That's wild. What's going on? This document. What am I doing? No, I mustn't sign it. Wow. Wait, don't deliver that document. Aw, man, poor guy. That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair, and suffering began. At the time, it didn't even cross my mind that I had been manipulated, and my memory of the event was only hazy at best. So it doesn't clearly remain. So Lynn got controlled to shoot me. Signing execution orders is part of the Justice Minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. But the next day, it dawned on me. I remember Inspector Cabanela's report on the existence of a manipulator. As a Minister of Justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, this nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I was actually being controlled, so in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had actually happened. I suppose, but it sounds a bit like an excuse. You should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know. I should have. I was running away from the problem. And then my wife found out I was worried about something. Well, if you go around with that kind of expression, I guess it's bound to happen. I explained it to her, and she was dead set against the way I was handling it. If you don't withdraw that order and tell everyone the truth, I'm moving out. And then, with the kidnapping tonight, with it thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody. So that's why you've been telling people to stay back. So there's somebody else besides me with the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain desk lamp. What I'm not fine with is the fact that that person can control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something I can do. Apparently different ghosts get different ghost tricks. But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Where it comes from? Inspector Campanella, this manipulator is a ghost, a departed spirit. A spirit? As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. What? What did you say? Joe, don't tell me you can hear this ghost too. I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you. And the guards. Spirit? Ghost? God's in heaven. Excuse me, Mr. Minister. I suddenly have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir. Inspector? Yeah, that was weird. This is Lynn. I'm at the park. We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence? Well, the situation here is kind of difficult to explain. Sissel, if you're there, come to the park immediately. Okay. It looks like your help is needed, Sissel. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Alright. Let's go. Lynn calls and I oblige. I take off towards Temsic Park, a place where clearly something big is taking place. The manipulator, the person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective Jode's crime, the execution orders, and even my own death. Could it be? Could Lynn have been manipulated into shooting me? Thank God that this game also, like, it says what you're thinking, because other mystery games would be like, they wouldn't mention the idea that she shot him and was manipulated into doing so until, like, you absolutely needed that knowledge, and it would be very annoying that no one brings it up. Alright, 128. God, we're going through time. Temsic Park, the site of the little lady Camilla's abduction tonight, and the place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, was hidden. Why is that guy here? I wonder why our lady detective is looking so dejected. At least she isn't dead. But what did she find? Huh? What's he doing here? I think he's behind everything. Da-da-da. A little late, it's already ice cold. You don't give a fuck. Interesting. Pay attention to me. Oh, there you are, Sissel. From your dejected expression, I gather you couldn't find what you were looking for. Right, I can't find the music box anywhere, but I found something else instead. Something horrible. Horrible? What is it? Oh boy. There, in the grass. You better see for yourself. Oh. It looks like a dead body. I nearly died when I saw it. I suppose now that we found it, we can't just leave it here, huh? No, I suppose not. What happened to them? Oh. Wait, we saw this guy before. He got like dragged off or something? Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. You there. You're talking to me, aren't you? I have some leaflets for you. Leaflets I know you will be very interested in. I urge you to peruse it thoroughly. Examine it in detail. Never mind that. Do you remember your name? My name? What does my name matter when there are more important things to worry about? Okay. Come now and study these tracks with me, my brother. Come and learn about the Rock of the Gods with me. The night is no longer young. As a matter of fact, daybreak is approaching, but we are young. Look, I don't know. I don't have any time to get involved in your way of life, but I am interested in your way of death. So let's go back. Back to 4 minutes. And so I made up my mind. I resolved to live here in this park and defend it. Okay. What does that have to do with the Rock of the Gods? You still don't you don't appear to understand. It's written quite clearly in the 4th leaflet, in great detail. Well, I have to go to the bathroom. Oh. I've located the target beauty. A girl of the right age coming out of the right apartment building at the right time. Yes, my dear, I'll ever so gently nab her. Okay, so they think that that's the minister's daughter. Good evening, young lady. Won't you come with me? Oh gods, what do I do? What should I do? I have to do something. Oh! What in the world? What just happened? Oh, that's Mino. Mino? Mino the mascot, the symbol of Temsic Park. Forget about the name of the big creepy lump of concrete. I'm talking about the way it changed direction. Did you see that? Yes, I did. We witnessed it with our own eyes. The power of the Rock of the Gods. That was the power of the gods. The power of the gods saved that little girl. And then that same power very deliberately crushed you instead? Yes, precisely. That is called the mischief of the gods. The mischief of the gods, or was it a ghost trick? But nah, it couldn't have been a ghost trick. No ghost trick could change the direction of something that heavy in mid-air. But wait a minute. What if there was somebody with much greater powers than me? So that's kind of trippy. So we're gonna be messing with this, and then there's gonna be a guy. Like a ghost guy. Oh, wow, it's right there. Pardon me, but are you a god? I sincerely doubt it. The big lump of concrete made a swing. It's probably that flame's doing. What could be done? I definitely believe it's either a god or somebody god-related. Maybe I better try talking to this person. Oh boy. What the? This person has much greater powers than me. It's you? Yes! Sizzle, let's go! Oh, my little baby! Oh my, it's Missile! You look well. Do you see? Did you see what I did? I did it! I tried really hard and I did it! I saved Miss Camilla! Are you telling me it was done by a puppy dog? Missile, what's going on? How did you get the powers of the dead? I'm glad you asked. After Miss Camilla went out and you left... I can't be mad at Missile, he's just a baby. I worked like crazy to make my own path and I did it. And then I followed Miss Camilla out into the big wide world. And then, here at this park, I found her at last. And you guessed it, I barked. You bet I did. And I went running after her too. And then I guess I died. And then I was unconscious for a little while. When I came to, it was all over. Poor Miss Camilla. Crushed under that big scary lump. Oh, what have I done? I'm so sorry, little lady. Please forgive me. Miss Camilla! So that's why she was expecting to hear him. But we should save him. I'm not leaving Missile dead. I had to rescue Miss Camilla. It was up to me. I cried out from the depths of my heart. And then... I can't tell you how surprised I was, but I bet you understand, right? Better than probably anyone else could. And I remembered what you did for me, how you saved me. So you went back, right? Back to 4 minutes before the little lady's death? You bet I did. I would die for this dog. Yes, my dear. I'll ever so gently nab her. To the love of this little dog. Now's my chance, I thought. I saw the core. I don't know, it looks pretty far. I stretched out my paw toward the core. Oh, how I felt at that moment. I'd love for you to be able to feel it too. Go ahead, Sizzle. Go ahead and try it for yourself. I can't believe it. How could you connect over such a great distance? Well, they don't call me Missile for nothing. And then you manipulated that Mino thing and threw it aside? Right on top of my head. Well, no. Huh? I can't manipulate things like you can, Sizzle. You can't? Then how did you... I didn't know what to do. Then I happened to see something out of the corner of my eye, and it had a core too. A single leaf hanging from a tree. I tried reaching out to the leaf. What in the world? I can't manipulate things, but apparently I can swap them. As long as the two things have the same shape, that is. Swap things with the same shape. Go ahead and try it. Press swap. That's incredible. And so that's how you saved your mistress. And that's how I became caught up in this, isn't it? I'm very sorry. My powers are too meager. Meager? Because you see, I saw one more. I happened to notice one more core. There was something with the same exact shape stuck in the branches of the tree. Oh, you're right. If Mino could be swapped again with that, then disaster wouldn't have rained on my head. But what is that thing? It's too big to be a leaf. Whatever it is, I much prefer it on my head than Mino. So why didn't you swap it? I couldn't. I can stretch my little paw a little, Oh. But this was just too far for me. I could not reach. Rip. I must admit, it's a fascinating spectacle of a death, if I do say so myself. I kept retrying over and over, seeing if there was anything else I could do. I bet there's something you could do now. Huh? If we work together, you and me. Sissel, you think so? I don't plan on letting anybody die in front of me tonight. Do you think you can help me? Of course. Naturally. So we're gonna go drop that Mino thing in a different spot. Okay, let's try it. Let's go back again to 4 minutes. Well, I don't want to leave him dead. If Missile's dead by the end of this, I'm gonna be upset. Alright, let's get started. 4 minutes from now, you'll swap Mino with the leaf, and then you'll have to swap Mino with something else. Something that has the same shape. I believe that's a rugby ball. We have to move it closer. Okay, I'm ready. Whenever you want to use my swap trick, just press V. Tuh. Okay. Oh, would you look at that? There sure are a whole lot of round things around here. Oh boy, that means it's time for me, right? My hair is so round. What? Let's see, let's use Vivi's powers. I'll see what happens. Look at this funny flattened ball. It's the same shape as that horrible Mino, but it's too far to swap from here. Even this ball is starting to look horrible to me. We'll have to find a way to get this ball closer. Knock it down from the tree. Must be something we could do. Well, he's gonna jump. Okay. Let's move this. Sizzle, that funny flattened ball is still in the tree. Yeah, I know. And there isn't much more time. I have to find a way. Well, we have to, like... We have to find a way. Okay, let me think. So you need to do that in order to, like, get a shortcut from here to here, so that's nice. Hold on. I want to see something. Wait, okay. Well, okay. Well, okay. Okay. Hold on. Well, it's gonna... Can I really not? Like... Guess not. Whoops. Poor guy. Drama. They said swap the round things. Yes. Well, they want us to swap the football-shaped things. But maybe we could swap the baseball and the basketball? Let's see. Let's swap. Okay. Well, that's one thing swapped then. Okay. Have to get used to swapping in between them. It's so heavy I can't move it very much. Maybe because of something that the swap that I made. Okay, hold on. Well, I can swap them back real quick. Okay, and then swap them. How come I can't, like, swap these pieces of paper? I want to swap the love letter with something, but... Same shape as that horrible Mino. Okay. He's about to jump. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to get this down, probably, before that happens. So hold on. Let's rewind again. We're gonna knock the umbrella down. Swap the basketball and the baseball. So let's go over first. Yeah, there's a lot of round things here, of course. And then let's move Doggy over here. Well, I don't think that he'll be able to jump on the tire. I'm not quite sure. It might not matter as long as they get swapped. Okay, let's try now. Will the guy be able to spin with the tire in there? Yes, he can. Okay. Come on. No! Fuck. Man. I wish you would knock it off. We don't have the time to prepare. Let's find a way to stop him from running. What? You know, the seesaw, those things. Stop him with the equipment. So, do we want to put the wheel on the seesaw? Let's try again. Break the guy's legs. That's what I'm thinking. I guess, but like, I feel like I'm correct. It's just like, by the time he's spinning, it's, you know. No, I wanna go in the ball. Oh my god. Why is this so difficult? Okay, hold on. Oh my god, please stop latching onto him. Oh my god, I'm gonna go crazy. I might go insane. Please, just the ball. Thank you. There we go. I guess we'll see what happens with that. Whew, here you come already. I swore to myself not to repeat my mistakes. Mistakes? When somebody's in trouble, you should lend them a hand, otherwise you'll definitely regret it. And now the recklessness of youth has taken over, giving me lightning fast speed. I've been thinking, if we could stop this man from running, maybe he wouldn't get squished? It won't be easy to stop me once the recklessness of youth has taken over. Stop him. How are we supposed to stop him? He's so fast. Is that all this umbrella can be used for knocking down the rugby ball? Well, no. Like, we wanna... Man. We probably want to catch whatever he tosses into the air into it, but how do we stop him? How do we stop him from doing that? This dude literally outweighed the tire. That's what I'm thinking. I thought that would stop him, but I guess not. I don't get it. I need assistance. I need someone with a new perspective. So like So like, okay, so he outweighs all of the balls. Maybe spin the globe with Sissel while he's on it. And put the tire in the globe too. Well, the tire was in the globe. Like, it was already in the globe. Before. Like, I had moved it. Man. Spin it while he's on it. Yeah, I did not spin it. But how would that stop him? Would that like stall? Is that what you're thinking? Like, is that like gonna stall him from moving too much? Okay, we could try that. Okay, so you guys want me to put the tire in the spinny and then spin him when he's on it. So tire and spinny, spin while he's on it. Okay. Okay. And then swap. Okay. Alright, so we'll wait for him to come. Here he is. So now you guys want me to spin it while he's spinning. And that should buy me like a few more seconds. Oh! Wow, I didn't see this coming. Don't you know the first thing about the globe climber? Huh? Even little children treat it with the respect it deserves. They know that unless you spin it gently, there's no stopping it. Yeah, it does look pretty dangerous. It looks as though I'm just destined to fly through the air like this for a while. This just might buy some time. Okay, you guys were right. So I was like halfway there because I put the tire in. I just didn't think to spin it. I thought that the tire's weight would just make it not spin. Okay. All right, so we have a little bit more time. So now we can set up the umbrella. All right, here we go. I should have swapped it, huh? I should have swapped it with the tire, right? It would have broken the branch, maybe? Yeah, it needs a little bit more weight. Maybe I could swap it now, actually. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I had to have already, like... I had to have already done that. Dang it, you dang flabbit. Okay. So we're gonna restart. So we put the tire in the spinny bob. And then we have to swap it before he hops off, basically. Or after he hops off. Yeah, I know, Sissel. I know, there's round things. Yes, Sissel. I think Missile's the smartest character in this game, by the way. Alright. So we swap it. We swap it again. We switch. You love the animation on the park guy on the swing, it's so good. Yeah, no, he's funny. Here he comes. Okay, and then we're gonna move this up. Knock this down. Open it. Now we switch. And then we swap it. Alright. Yeah, this guy outweighs a tire. Oh. Never mind. Okay. I wasn't thinking. See, I knew that didn't make sense deep down in my bones. Okay. So we do have to get... Oh, I'm silly. I should have... Okay, so instead, you put the basketball on the seesaw, but then you want to put the tire here. You need a ball in there, so you need it to be either the baseball or the basketball. I'm getting it. Slowly but surely. Okay. One more time. I think I got it. Okay. So now we're gonna move over here. And then we swap it. Oh wait, I'm silly. Where am I silly? Okay. Does the tire... Why does the tire have to be in the spinny thing? Like, if I just spun it, he wouldn't get caught on it? Because the only way... I can't have the tire... I need the tire here, where the baseball is right now. Momentum. So you guys think for sure, like, it has to be inside the spinny thing? I guess I have to just be quick in swapping it. I'll see. I'll see in a second. He's gonna go. I do have a lot of time, but I also have to set up the the umbrella. So by the time I get it open, he's usually done. Okay. So I'm gonna swap. He's still caught, so we're good. I'm gonna swap it. Swap it. And then we are gonna swap it. Nice. Swap it. Oof. There, we moved the ball. What do you think, Missile? With the ball there, I think I could do it. Just a few seconds, you'll swap Mino with the leaf, and then from there you could swap Mino one more time. The final moment is near, Missile. Are you ready? You bet. Okay. Alright. Or do I have to do it like now? Yeah, come here. No? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. And before fate worse than death occurs. Nice. Alright. There, how's that? My head has been spared. Truly, that was a try worthy of the gods. And now Mino is right where he belongs. We did it again, didn't we? Didn't we? Well, I don't want... Now nobody has to die. Except for one brave little somebody. Huh? Talking about you, Missile. Oh, me? I guess you're right. I still am dead, huh? So now let's go back and save your life. Wait a minute. What is it? Now that I think about it, I think I want to stay dead a little longer. What? When I was alive, I couldn't even help Miss Camilla when she was in trouble. I want to be able to protect Miss Camilla, and to do that, I need these powers I have now. I see. Perfectly understandable. Even I wish I had powers like that. Hey, we just saved you. Don't wish your life away already. Of course, you're right. Okay, Missile, have it your way. By the way, Mr. Reckless Youth, there's a certain detective who needs that music box you found. When we get back to the present time, could you give it to her? Certainly, you have my word. Let's go back then, to the present. I don't want Missile to stay dead. I don't like this. Cause then he's gonna die when the sun comes up. And so Camilla ended up in the hands of the kidnappers. We weren't able to change that part. Lynn listened to my story without saying anything. I'm sorry, I wish there was something else I could have done. No, you did you did the best you could. I'm sure she's alright after all. After all, she has me. Missile, are you in there? Miss Lynn, leave Miss Camilla to me. I know I don't look like much right now, but I'm sure I can help her. Missile? Miss Lynn! Oh no. I'm going to leave it up to Missile. It kind of looks like Missile is being left up to the wind. Ooh. I have something to give you. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. Aren't you forgetting your promise? Oh, pardon me, pardon me. My apologies, this is for you. Oh. You kept the music box safe, didn't you? Thank you. Not at all. I was only doing what the Rock of the Gods said. What the Rock of the Gods would have wanted. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? He's mesmerized by my beauty. Hey, the cat's not allowed to get your tongue. Is he okay? Excuse me, but are you... No, it couldn't be. Have we met before? Aren't you that little girl from that time? I'll never forget it. It was 10 years ago in this park. 10 years ago? Are you talking about... Here in this park, the gods surely control fate. Today, 10 years from that day, we meet once again. If that isn't the power of the gods, what else is it? Could just be a coincidence, but apparently you know our lady detective here. Could you tell us what happened? What happened 10 years ago? Yes, of course. I was actually about to just do that. Hear about the rock first. What's this Rock of the Gods you keep mentioning? Don't you know? It's right there in front of us. He's not the guy, is it? Missile. Wait a minute. You say gods, but do you mean dogs? Of course not. Don't be silly. This is no time for ridiculous word games. You are standing just above the Rock of the Gods now. Take a good look at that monument. The Rock of the Gods? The rock is buried in the ground right here. It's been there these 10 years. Ever since that day, it flew down from the heavens and showed us a miracle. A miracle? So this rock you've been talking about, it's a meteorite? Precisely. It dropped from the sky on that day 10 years ago. Yes, of course. Surely you know all about it. Me? That day, I just happened to be passing through the park. I had no idea that day would change my destiny. The sun was going down, and through the gloom, I heard the scream of a little girl. Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back, don't come any closer or I'll shoot her. I peeked out fearfully from the bushes and saw some shadowy figures. I didn't see the face of the criminal clearly. I knew I should do something to help, but I couldn't move. The tension was so thick it was painful. Just when I couldn't stand it any longer, that's when it happened. The sky suddenly burned bluish white. Wow, did it kill the guy? When it crashed into the ground, the meteorite gave off a shower of beautiful fragments, and then I saw it. One of those beautiful fragments pierced into the criminal's back. The judgment of the gods was brought down on the park that day. "10 years ago, the little girl that was you was saved by the Rock of the Gods." Oh my, I can't believe it. The Rock of the Gods was given the name Temzik, and still today it lies sleeping deep in the park's earth. Okay, what is that? I never knew about this Temzik. I always thought Detective Jode was the one who saved me. Jode. I don't know why that name is so hard for me to say. You were very young then, and you passed out from the shock of being taken hostage. Of course you wouldn't remember. But that's funny. A huge incident like that would cause would have caused quite a stir. It's strange you never heard of it, Lynn. It is, isn't it? But now that I think about it, I remember I didn't want to think about what happened. I avoided the news and I never came back to this park again. That's why I didn't know anything about it. The meteorite was named Temzik after the name of this park that it fell in. And then the Rock of the Gods was forgotten. Now, an awful thing is happening. They're talking about turning the park into a housing site. I'll never forget the miracle I witnessed that day. And so I've taken up residence in this park and I'm trying to appeal to the people. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. That is my mission. I see. Okay. I'm taking you with me, Missile. So 10 years ago, the little girl that was Lynn wasn't aware of the meteorite. I get that, but Detective Jode, on the other hand, there's no way he didn't know about this Temzik thing. And if he knew, and the man died, I took his life. What was that confession of his all about? The rocks of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago changed the destinies of many people's lives, like the ripples on a pond when the pebble is dropped in. With every answer I get, I learn about a new mystery. Will I be able to break the chain of mysteries before dawn? Anyway, now that we have the evidence we need, we decided to meet up again at the minister's office. Besides, there was a few things I want to ask Detective Jode. And then he's gonna be dead! We found the music box, Detective Jode. Good job, Lynn. I knew you would. Once everything has been resolved, I had wanted you to give this to him. Him? You mean Inspector Cabanela, right? I don't suppose he'll ever forgive me. Detective Jode. Now then, let's get this thing open. There's a certain knack to doing it, you know. See? He calls that a knack? Looks more like brute strength. There you are. You should find scorch marks on the grip. Scorch marks? When Camilla built her contraption, she used a special kind of string. It's a kind magicians use. It burns up in an instant and then disappears. Why would little Camilla use something like that? I don't know. Maybe because she's a detective's daughter. Not leaving behind any evidence and all that? In the case report, there was mention of some scorch marks. When it happened, Camilla was watching from her hiding place. She saw the flame run to the gun, something she naturally didn't include in her design. I took the gun out of the frame and replaced it with a picture. If you remove the picture, you should find scorch marks behind it in a frame too. And those marks would match up with the ones on the gun. In other words, it proves the contraption existed there in that room that day. And it didn't work the way your little girl intended, is that right? Exactly. Some cowardly culprit modified the design. But that angle was never brought up in court, and so as Justice Minister, I must call off the execution at this point. I knew I was right. It was the Detective Jode. Now we can finally prove that. Thank goodness. Thank you, Lynn. In those eyes of yours, I see the eyes of that little girl from 10 years ago. We're gonna ask some questions about that. Sissel, if you hadn't come to my cell tonight, I would be gone by now. Never having known any of this. This is what I deserve. That's what I told myself these past 5 years. But things are different now. Thanks to you, my eyes have finally been opened. Tonight, I've come into contact with a lot of people's lives and got involved in their fates. And the only reason I was doing it was to regain my own lost memory. But things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow, I just know it. And that's why I need to ask you a few more questions in order to find the truth about us. Fair enough, fire away. Sissel told me all about it, Detective Jode. About the manipulator. Yeah. And it looks like this manipulator really did a number on the minister. Please don't pick on the minister. If he dies again, I'm gonna have to be the one to save him. Sissel, do you know? Do you think that's what happened to me too? What are you talking about, Lynn? Don't tell me. You were manipulated too? There was always a part of me that just couldn't believe it. That image of the one who shot me. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation. But who is it? And why did they do it? That contraption was a birthday surprise for Camilla's mother, wasn't it? That's right. Something's been bothering me about that. I feel like I know that device from somewhere. No surprise there. You lost your life once tonight because of that machine. Right? I knew it. See, Detective Jode? No, I'm afraid I don't see. I told Detective Jode about it. Told him the same exact contraption tonight in a completely different place. That's very strange indeed. A junkyard on the edge of town? I've never even heard of the place. What's more, I've never told a single soul about that contraption. Haven't? That old pigeon guy. Who in the world is he? Oh boy. Detective Jode, you must have heard this man before. This name before. Temzik. A meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago. You were there. So you found out about that, didn't you? I heard that meteorite saved little Lynn's life. That's right. I couldn't do anything to help Lynn that day. But in that case, I don't get it. If it's true, doesn't it mean you didn't steal somebody's life? What are you talking about? Detective Jode, you told me that 10 years ago the person who killed the perpetrator in the park was you. What? But it was the meteorite. I wasn't lying. I stole that man's life away. No question about it. It was entirely my fault. I was just about to shoot him. I must have shot him in the next instant. Or I would have shot him in the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer. That's not true. You were trying to save me. Lynn, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it. Huh? On that day 10 years ago, a different incident happened in another place. Another place? Yes, in the police headquarters interrogation room. The worst kind of incident. A suspect who was being questioned escaped. Wow, I didn't know about that. I happened to be there in the detective division, so I joined the chase. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Hold it right there. I fired a warning shot. I wanted to catch him bad. That warning shot made him panic. At that time, I was a young and green detective brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved, Lynn. It was all my fault. Detective Jode. All I could see was my target. I couldn't even see you. I'm so sorry, Lynn. I mean, you know, it's not that bad. I wouldn't blame you for it. So the man who grabbed me died that day. These last 10 years, I've never forgotten his face. And then a few years after that, when my wife Alma died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was my fate, my punishment for what I'd done. painted pictures in my cell. Nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of the many people I'd met in my life and didn't want to forget. And tonight, I finished my last portrait, the final face I wanted to remember. But that was me. The final face. The face of the man in the park that day. Wait just 1 minute. That can't be. I saw that painting. I saw the face you painted tonight. What? That was my face. Are you telling me I was the man in the park? That's right. That face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole. Of the man who was pronounced dead at the scene. But hold on. That can't be true. I just met Sizzle for the first time tonight. And he died right in front of me. By the way, the name that I know the man in the park the name that I know the man in the park that day. It's not Sizzle. What? From the first minute I laid my eyes on you, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy? What? Mr. Minister? Inspector Cabanella, where are you? Just be quiet and listen. This is our demand. What? Demand? Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight. Once we've confirmed it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage. What are you talking about? And you know it wasn't my daughter. Does it really matter who the hostage is? A life is a life. Even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. What? What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever. What in the world is going on? Inspector Cabanella? The rock of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people and started a chain of tragic events. And even now, the chain continues to grow ever longer. Inspector Cabanella's call proved that to us. What the fuck? And the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who is this me I've been chasing all night? Who am I? Who am I? Yeah. I'm even further from knowing when I started, but I'm not Sizzle? But who's Sizzle? Who told me my name was Sizzle? I forgot. Who told me that? Was that on a piece of paper? What the fuck? I'm not Sizzle? I'm just trying to think. Who told me my name was Sizzle? Was it the lamp? Was it on a note? I cannot remember. Oh, that's how they get you. They throw in important information. You're just like, oh, okay. Who said my name was Sizzle? No one tell me. Oh my god. What the fuck? I'm gonna take another... I'll probably do one more chapter tonight. I'm gonna take another 2-minute break. I'll be right back. But what the fuck, man? I'm gonna go stare at a wall. Okay. I was thinking maybe I won't keep playing tonight. I think what I'll do, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Like this game's got me hooked. I can't wait for my schedule. But my headphones are kind of hurting my ears. So I think I will end it here. But I will tweet again. The link to that is in my about on the side. There's like a bunch of links for my Twitter. I'm gonna tweet again. Probably start around the same time tomorrow. But yeah, Sardrama, you got a ways to go, I think. Yeah, like I don't think I was gonna finish it tonight, but I was kind of like, I wanna. We're so in, you know. But yeah, I think I'll leave it here for tonight. How long did I stream? I did like 9:30, 10:30. I did like 3 hours. That's longer than what I usually do. And yeah, maybe I'll be able to go longer tomorrow. Like I think maybe tomorrow we'll get into the thick of it. So good. Yeah, no. This game is like crazy. I don't know what to expect. I have no idea anymore. Like they just hit me with the fact that Sizzle's not Sizzle. So I'm kind of like, what am I? Who am I? Apparently I'm the guy at the park. Like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow we'll get some answers. But yeah, have a good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. I'll tweet when I'm gonna do it tomorrow if I am able to do it. But yeah, have a good night and bye-bye.